As it prepares for the Olympics, the Chinese government is slopping about in an ideological miasma. If it's on track for anything, it's a gold medal in pragmatism. They have an abiding belief in one great political maxim of Western politics. It's the economy, stupid. The Communist Party faces colossal problems of legitimacy as it creates a capitalist theme park. And they're desperately hoping that there isn't a problem that can't be paved over by a bustling economy. One problem is freedom of thought. And there the artist and critic, Ai Weiwei, believes the government is moving, slowly and deliberately, in the right direction.
Today in China, there is an opportunity to avoid going back to the dark days. But it all depends on us and our understanding of what exactly we went through. I personally experienced some of the hardship China was going through.
A national convulsion, unleashed by Mao, and seen through the eyes of a 9-year-old boy.
What I saw every day was a lot of hatred and anger. Craziness and chaos were the main ingredients of my childhood.
The Cultural Revolution of the mid-60s was a crusade against bourgeois thinking in the nation and Mao's enemies in the party. It was mammoth and would swallow innocent victims by the millions. Ai Weiwei would be almost 20 before he was released from its grip. His father, Ai Qing, was the poet laureate of the Communist Revolution, but even he fell victim to the Cultural Revolution, and with his wife, Gao Ying, and their 3 children, was banished to Xinjiang, a bleak land beyond the Gobi Desert.
We didn't live in a house. We lived in a hole in the ground, in a kind of bomb shelter.
The greatest poet of his age had his books burned, was banned from publishing, and was put to work cleaning latrines used by 200 soldiers.
There was a large pit. He had to take all the shit and urine and move it out of the pit. In the summer, it was very hot and it was foul-smelling. The winter in Xinjiang is freezing. Ai Qing had to use large steel rods to break up the waste and move it out.
Almost every day he had to attend meetings, so-called self-criticism sessions. I remember one night, it was very late. He was called away to one of these meetings, so I was left at home alone and I was very scared. When my father came back and entered the door, I was horrified because I saw this man all black, pitch black. Then he told me that the Red Guards had dumped a whole bucket of ink over his head, so he turned all black. Almost every day, he lived under this kind of terror.
The Cultural Revolution ended in 1976. Ai Weiwei was 19 and marked for life.
I was angry and restless. I thought my only way out was to become an independent artist. Because as an artist, you can create your own system. You can have your own logic.
By 1980, his work was being frowned upon by the authorities. He took off for New York. He stayed for 13 years and returned emboldened.
This experience had a big impact on whatever projects I got involved in later, including collaborating on this Olympic stadium. Whatever I do, I always bear in mind that I'm a free individual. I have the right, the ability to choose.
Ai Weiwei's father, Ai Qing, wrote these words in 1942.
My poem is dedicated to the luckless people of the village, who are, like wild boars, both taciturn and fierce. They have been, for so long, hoodwinked, cheated, and ridiculed. Every face masks a seething resentment that has yet to explode.
Fear of peasant revolt once again stalks China's rulers. But Mayor Liu is confident the party's efforts can keep the people appeased.
你就是把这边拆开，这边拆开，要拉就对了。你们就是技术人才。
Nowadays, democracy is what ordinary people want. When they have democracy, they feel that they are respected.